All right. I'm going to try and make this extra super dupity fast. I haven't done these in a long time. They take up a lot of my time. And while people like them, I wasn't getting a lot of views. It wasn't, how do I say, timely efficient, timely efficient for me to do this stuff. Just too busy. So, but I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it differently. And what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to talk about what I sold on eBay more often. So I don't have these long, drawn out videos that take me forever to edit. And I'm going to start with my sales for the beginning of this year. We're in January. I'm not going to be totaling months or whatever. It's more about me talking about what I bought, how much I spent for it, and how I got it, things like that, how long it took me to sell it. And I'm going to start right now. All right. One of my first sales of the year, January 2020, happened on the 1st of the year. These were auction, and what I did was I was rooting around in my house and looking for stuff to take down to Florida that I could easily list, so I could keep myself busy when things were slow. And I found a bucket filled with these bronze medallions that I had, and most of them weren't even that old. I think most of them, or possibly all of them, went only back to the 80s. Now, I've had these a long time. I bought these years back, and what happened was I do what I do. I put them somewhere and said, "Yeah, I'll get to these." And then I did something else first, and I did something else after that, and I did something else after that, until I just completely forgot about them. Years later, I did finally list them, and I did pretty good. And this is the kind of thing where people don't really understand what I buy a lot of times, and you don't see how quickly it sells because I generally don't sell things quickly. I mostly just it's like I have ways of selling which are basically me looking I sell things in the way that okay, let me just get to I'm bumbling. All right. The way that I sell things a lot of times is I like to sell the same thing at the same time. Like perfumes. Right now I'm on a perfume run. I'm going to list like a ton of perfumes. Then when I'm done with all the perfumes that I feel like listing or I can stand listing, before I go nuts, I might switch over to say like video games and video game lots, or I might do glass, or I might do, because I go by the same set and whatever. So right now, actually, I'm going to be doing a lot of perfumes. But okay, let me get back to this. I'm getting way off track. I'm going all over the place. It's just that uh, I seem to list a lot of the same things to people a lot of times, and they don't always get what I'm listing or why I list certain things. But here's one of the things that a lot of people would generally pass up. Now, years back, I bought all these bronze coins at a yard sale. I remember I bought it in Rutherford. Do I remember what I paid? Not really. I believe I paid between $50 and $80 because I got like 40 coins. I'm sorry, I got 21 coins. I had 21 listings. And I know I probably showed them while I was blathering just now. But I got 40 coins, right? Did I say 40 again? I got 20 coins. 21, exactly. Um, I didn't know anything about these coins, and what I did was I researched them, you know? But the one thing I did know about bronze coins like these is that they're automatically worth like 20 and up. Automatically. These are large ones, maybe about inch and a half to 2 inches in diameter, um, between 100 to 200 grams in weight generally. And they have really nice relief, and usually they're gilded. So when I look at something like that, I know it's automatically worth 20 and up on eBay, right? That's why I have no problem paying 10. And sometimes I'll pay more. and sometimes I'll pay less if I'm fortunate. But anyway, out of the 21 that I listed, and I decided to go auction because I could not find prices on most of these. And the price range was like crazy wacko, right? It could be from very little to a lot on some of them. But the first one I did sell is one I couldn't find any point of reference for. And it's the Mako Bronze Medal, Edward Kimball Hall, Vermont Academy. I have to click on it. Okay. Football Award. I did sell this one. Maybe because it's a football award. Not really sure. It had a fair amount of wear. It was not in the best or most pristine condition. And I think it was from the 80s. Like I said, most of these from the 80s. Yeah, it's from the 80s. It was a 5-day auction. $25.99. That's why I decided to start all my coins at. And I was hoping that by running them to auction, I would get multiple bids. And I did on 3 out of the 5. And out of the 21 listings, I got 0 bids, obviously, on 15. I am doing a second round, and on the second round, I do have a bid on one of the medallions. And I might just keep auctioning them, but believe it or not, I might raise the price on them because there's something I'm going to show you in a little bit, which will show you how varied these prices could be. But anyway, here it is. It's just a 1981 bronze medal, Edward Kimball, $25.99. Like I said, they were 20 and up automatically. My second listing that sold out of the 21 was this Medallic Art Company, Bronze Medal Teachers College, Columbia University. Now, I had a good feeling about that one because it is Columbia University, and it did get multiple bids and sold for $76, and I did start it off $25.99, 5-day auction, just like all the others. The thing about this one is I might have blown it. I don't know. Because this was purchased by an auction house that deals specifically in coins and metals, much like mine. So either I did okay, I didn't do too bad. Maybe the guy has a specific buyer that I would never reach. But it is going to a place that specializes in these coins. But hey, whatever. You know, I had no point of reference, but I did have a good feeling because it's New York City, Columbia University. All right, and it did go for $76, which I was happy about. All right, this is not coins. This is me just showing you my next listing that sold. This I had on for quite a while. Oh no, actually no, I didn't. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay. I can't tell you how long I had this on for, a year or more, because what happened is when I go down to Florida, I end all my buy it nows on this seller ID. And so it looks like I just listed it, which was January 2nd, 2020, but it sold right away. And basically what I want to show you is this is just a BS lot of good, fun games, but BS. Nobody's really buying a lot of PS3. So 4 games. Sold them like $5 a piece to the person who bought them. I lose out on shipping and fees. God of War, Soul Calibur 4, Street Fighter, Resistance 2. And it's just, you can list BS stuff if you list similar lots or whatever. All right, now getting back to the coins. Now, I sold 3 coins to one person. And obviously this guy's a collector. And what he seems to collect is row team coins. You know, I can't look at other things he buys or anything like that. But the 3 coins he bought for me had to do with rowing. They were bronze medals for rowing. The first one, I'm going to say by running it to auction, and auction's a total crapshoot. Either you do great, get no bids, or you could take a beating, right? In this one, I literally started it off at $100. At the only one I did. And the reason I did was because when I went on WorthPoint, I saw that it consistently sells for over $100. Like, it sells for less, but consistently over $100. 100 this, 100 that. And the funny thing is my coin sold for $229.50 with 5 bids, and believe it or not, I got more than anybody else by at least $50. So I broke the record on this coin. And basically, it's a rowing team coin, bronze, nice, solid size, good relief. I was able to find out who the artist, Joseph Brown, was on this one. And again, I don't have a date for it. I don't know how old it is. It was, let's see, 121 grams. And it wasn't in the best condition, but whatever. I got 5 bids. I had a plain blank back. And I don't know. That's it. That's all I can tell you. Same person bought 3 coins, right? And again, I started off at $99.99. In this instance, it paid to do the auction. Especially, I love doing auctions when I can start off kind of knowing what something's worth and being safe about it. You know, I do the auction just to see if people will fight for it. And they did. Okay, now this is wacky. These 2 next that went to the same person because he bought the same exact coin for me, right? Which is a mistake you can make when listing the same thing at the same time, right? But he bought the same exact coin for me twice. And it's not the same exact coin. It's the same coin. I had 2 of them. And basically, I'm just going to say Medallic Art Company, bronze medal, NYRA, which stands for New York Rowing Association Championship. There were 2 bids on it, but only the one buyer, $25.99. This had a decent amount of wear, and it was a small coin, 79 grams, about 2 inches across. And I say coin, but it's more of a metal. And yeah, that's it, right? But here's what can be confusing on eBay: the same coin went to the same person, right? A duplicate coin, slightly better condition, maybe, don't know. But this one got multiple bids and sold for $63. So what I could have done is I could have started them both at like $50, and I probably would have sold them both $50 each. I would have made an extra, I don't know, $25 or so. I didn't, because I didn't know. No point of reference. Didn't have a clue what this was worth. So anyway, that's just what's new that I haven't sold, that things you haven't seen me sold in a while. Things that a lot of people wouldn't think can sell at all or for much money, but it's a crapshoot, these things. Like, you'll look, a lot of them just sit. They just stay there and they sit and nobody buys them. I don't know which ones would have sold. I just listed them all together and hope that, and in each of my listings, I said, hey, check my other listings for more coins and medallions, right? So that's something that I don't normally sell, that I was like, oh man, I bought this at a yard sale a long time ago, you know, years back. And if you've been following my channel for that long, you might go, oh yeah, I remember he bought those days. Probably not. But all right, now moving on from the coins. Okay, more game stuff. Regular Nintendo consoles haven't been working very well for me. And usually I get them with games, or I'll buy them with parts for ridiculously cheap. If someone has a console with a power pack for like $10, I'll buy it, because the power adapter is worth $10 or more, right? But anyway, I have these 4 not working, semi-working. I mean, one was tested. I tested on 2 games. It worked, but it was like beat. It had cracks and stuff in the system. Another was parts, semi-works. It needed new pins because, you know, it semi-works. And also all the screws that held it together were gone, which means somebody tried to do a repair on it or whatever. And then I had 2 that basically powered on and didn't read games, right? So 4 of these. Now, I did research, and I see these sell a little better in lots. I mean, some people, depending on condition, mine were in beat condition, so I decided $20 a piece, lot of 4. And believe it or not, I did get an offer of $70 on these, but I turned it down because I haven't shipped it yet, but it's a big enough box, it's weighty enough. I'm assuming that shipping is going to be $25 to $35 easy on this. So, and I'll just ship it priority, you know. But I'm automatically going to lose like 30, $40, and then eBay fees. The way I've been selling stuff on eBay actually is a little crazy because I don't know if you guys know that this thing exists, but if you sell on eBay and you're a good seller, you sell consistently, you have good numbers, you can get something called it's like a PayPal business loan, and I took one, right? So the amount that I took, I chose to pay off 30%, and I actually used that money to pay off a credit card that was killing me on interest, like 25%, and that's like BS. Now, I took 30% where they withdraw from my sales to pay it back, and so far I'm doing pretty good on that. But they charge a one-time fee, and it seems to be about 15 or 16% of what you'll get, right? Which is like way cheaper, 10% cheaper than, 9 or 10% percent cheaper than what I was paying on the other card. And also, in this instance, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So anyway, I took that money, I used that. But what I was going to get to is, so here I am, $80, right, for these 4 consoles. And out of the 80, 30% is gone because that's the loan I chose from PayPal. So 30% of 80 is 8 times 3, $24 is gone, which leaves 55. Now, I've already said, and then you go like another 15%, which is 12, right? So that was 25 because, say, 15, 88 times 8 and 4 is 12. So 25 plus 12 is 37, right? So I'm already $37 down. That leaves $43. I'm just going to say shipping's $30, right? $43 minus $30, 13. So when all is said and done, I'm only getting like $13 from this. That's going in my pocket now. And the only benefit is I'm paying back the loan. So shipping was the killer on this. That's why I was like, if I go down to 70 on this, I'm only I did all this, and I'm only going to see a few dollars out of it. I'm paying down a loan, but I'm only going to see a few dollars bump in my account when all is said and done. So anyway, the point of this is that you can sell broken crap. I guess that's the point of it. You can sell broken crap that people will repair on eBay. And in this particular case, the person who bought it is an artist who will repaint and refurbish. And that's not why I told him I wouldn't do the $10 less, because I thought it was cheaper. And come on, and one of them kind of works. Put a nice clean shell on it, and you're good to go. And then you got your he will paint, refurbish, and he can sell it for hundreds of dollars. So one of them, he puts a nice shell on it, boom, he pays for everything, So just let me have my $10, and he did. He went for it, which is fine. All right, so moving on from there. Oh, and that had been on for quite a while, actually, but it's a relist because I ended. I was actually like getting frustrated at how long that had been listed. All right, my next sale, and this is just like a group of sales that I might even do a sale of the day. I sold something today. Sale of every day a sale, or a couple of sales if I do, or I might combine a few sales. My next sale is a Christopher Radko Angel Christmas ornament. It actually had the original tag. I bought this for $1 with another one, and I didn't buy it. Marie found it. We went to a thrift store, and thrift stores are so weird, It's so hard to find a lot of stuff consistently, or good stuff, anymore. Everybody's just so well informed. But they had a table full of Christmas ornaments, and we went to the Christmas ornaments, and we saw the Christopher Radko. We bought this one and another one for $2, right? And listed them basically buy it now because we know what they're worth. $26.99 is an easy sale. We might have been able to squeeze a few more dollars out of it, but decided who cares, and we didn't. And it sold. And it sold rather quickly. I only had this December 28th. It was listed. Good till cancel. So, like within a week. All right. So that's it. Christopher Radko ornament sell. That's your lesson. Oh, and then I sold this. This is the last sale I'm going to cover. And that's because today is the 6th, and I sold this on the 5th. I might show some other things I sold from that I also sold. A different user ID. This is my Mario Kart Nintendo 64 video game. And I said authentic, tested, working. And the lesson you can learn from this listing, is put authentic in your title if it's authentic. Because people look for, that's a keyword now, authentic. People weren't looking for it, but they are now. And I put it in, and it seems to help you get a little bit more, and your listing doesn't get lost. What do I have to say about this? I had this for quite a while, and I only had it for $35.99. I thought it was in decent condition. I was surprised how long it took to sell, and I'm very frustrated about how long it took to sell. I could probably have gotten 30 at a flea market for it, but I'm not doing a lot of games at flea markets. I'm only doing some games right now. I'm trying to have games at flea markets, but not have a lot. You know, I don't want it to, because they're not selling as well as they were, and that's just a simple truth. If it's not selling as well as it used to, then I don't put it out as much. I put out less of it, you know, and I lot stuff. And also, I'm going to be having this store where I can put stuff in. Sometimes games, you know, I'm not going to go heavily. And I do have a store. I'm going to sign a lease mañana, which means tomorrow in Espanol. It's a nice store. It's bigger than the store I had in Butler. It has higher ceilings. I can construct it the way I need it to be with AJ. I'm going to have an office room in the back with storage. It's in a more trafficked neighborhood. It has parking in the back, private parking. I don't know. The rent's more, but I'm getting more. It's a bigger space. You know, I mean, the first store in Butler was more of something that I should have been there at least another year. But it didn't work out because I didn't get to do anything I wanted to do there. I want to have a place where I can have people work for me. And I want a place where I had more storage. And I want a place where I can put more stuff. And I wanted less rules, and I wanted more consistent hours, right? So that's what we're getting. Now, I'm not sure when we're opening. It's either going to be February or it's going to be March, and it's leaning towards March. But if I do in March, it gives us more time to set it up. Like, I want to get more showcases, standing ones. I like the standing ones better than the showcases, the countertop ones, you know. I'm going to have a wall where I can put them. I have high walls now, so I can hang more. I'll just get a ladder. I can hang art up high where I wasn't able to. The ceilings in Butler, and Butler was a nice little shop. It was a starter shop for me, right? But the ceiling in Butler's were very small. One of the guys there could literally reach up and touch the ceiling. You know what I mean? I was close. I could almost touch the ceiling. I was like maybe 6 inches away. But you know, that's that height that you don't get is lost space. So that's basically I'm moving to, is for me a bigger, better store. And I don't even know if I mentioned it. It's closer. It's half the distance. So look for that. I'll be posting videos about the shop and the store, and I'll be able to put more things in there than I was before. And I'll be able, like, it won't be like I can put this, I can't put that, you know, that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's it for now. I might be posting another one of these tomorrow. I don't know. You know, tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe not in a couple days. It depends how well and how quickly I'm selling on eBay. And right now, at this particular moment, since I'm not doing any shops, right, I'll be setting up the next shop. But you know that I'm not there every day. Since I have more time, I'm going to be doing more eBay, and you'll see more of these videos. Anyway, I hope you guys have learned something from this. I hope you it's been helpful. I mean, obviously this is the coins are something I never showed you that I had and that I sold. And if you do the math, right, on these things, I started them off at 21. I paid 80, I'm going to say, for all of them. Don't even know, right? Pay 80 for all of them. One of them sold for 2.5 times. I'm already in, and I still have 20 to go. Oh no, I have 15 to go, and one's going to sell for sure. I'm already 318 plus 100. I'm already over $400, which is 5 times my money on that, and I have more to sell. So they were a good investment. Keep your eyes open for that. If you say, how much do I think you should pay for them, like without knowing anything, if you have enough money where every dollar doesn't matter, my advice is $10. You know, $10 you're safe. And unless you know something that I don't know, or unless you have specific knowledge, you're buying blind. $10. That's it. Anyway, got stuff to do. This already took too long, longer than I wanted to, so I am out of here, and I will catch you on the next video. Goodbye.